Good evening, all. So today we are going to discuss about the quantum numbers. First of all, why these numbers are has introduced? What is the reason for introducing of these quantum numbers? So, if you see in the atomic structure, that means about the structure of atom. So many scientists were done the many experiments to describe about the structure of the atom. So among the first model given by Thomson, J. Thomson atomic model, and of course it has been some drawbacks. To overcome the drawbacks, one of his student, Ernest Rutherford, has did that Rutherford's experiment or nuclear model or gold foil experiment. Of course, the Rutherford's experiments also having some drawbacks. To overcome the drawbacks of the Rutherford's model, one of his students, Niels Bohr, has modified or proposed the model that is called a Bohr's model. Of course, the Bohr's model has somewhat modified by the Sommerfeld. Of course, these all models are explaining about the structure of atom. However, about the electron in an atom, so the complete information cannot give, because here de Broglie said that the dual nature of the atom or electron or matter, anything which has so mass, anything comes under matter, that can be shows that dual character. Dual character means wave nature as well as particle nature. But here Niels Bohr completely neglected the wave nature. Only he described about the particle nature of the electron. That means it can be calculated the energy of the electron, velocity of the electron, energy of the orbit, and then velocity, mass, these all. That means those are the particle nature. But wave nature not explained. That's what here in the drawbacks we can say that de Broglie's theory cannot be matched with Bohr's theory. Of course, next to Heisenberg also said that which one we cannot be determine the position and momentum of the electron simultaneously and accurately. But Bohr said that we can be calculate that mass, energy, velocity all accurately. But here Heisenberg uncertainty principle also contradicts with Bohr's theory. So of course the Bohr, Thomson model, Rutherford's model, Bohr's theory, Bohr's model, Sommerfeld model. So these Heisenberg uncertainty, these all cannot give the complete information. So that's what about a quantum mechanical model was given by the Erwin Schrödinger and Heisenberg. So they derived the equation that is called Schrödinger wave equation. From the Schrödinger wave equation, 3 quantum numbers are derived. Those are called quantum numbers. So by the result of Schrödinger wave equation, 3 quantum numbers have been derived. Those are principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number. So here we can give the definition for the quantum numbers. A set of numbers which completely describes about an electron in an atom. A set of numbers which can be describes completely about an electron in an atom are called quantum numbers. So these quantum numbers can be explaining about the electron in shell or subshell or orbital where. So first one is principal quantum number, second one is azimuthal quantum number, third one is magnetic quantum number. So principal quantum number, so this was given by Niels Bohr. Okay, next azimuthal quantum number given by Sommerfeld. Magnetic quantum number given by Lande. However, we can be discuss one more quantum number, that is the spin quantum number. That is additional quantum number. That is not the derivation of the derived from the Schrödinger wave equation. Okay, na? Right here, Niels Bohr has this principal quantum number denoted by letter N. This one denoted by letter L. This one denoted by letter M or M suffix L. M suffix L. Here the possible values of N. What are the possible values? 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinity. The possible values of the azimuthal quantum number. So here L values that equals to 0 to n minus 1. Minimum value is 0, maximum value is n minus 1. So here azimuthal quantum number is depending on the principal quantum number. Here m values are minus L to plus L including 0. So here m value depending on the azimuthal quantum number depending on the principal quantum number. That's why this is principal quantum number. Principal, that means major quantum number. Okay, right. Next one is this can be gives information about the size and energy. Size and energy of main shell. Size and energy of the main shell means as the n value increases, size increases as well as the energy also increases. N value increases, energy increases, size also increases. As the Bohr, according to Bohr, as the n value increases, size increases as well as energy also increases. Next one is here azimuthal quantum number is explaining about the shapes of subshells. Shapes of subshells. Okay, so here s orbital is spherical, p orbital is dumbbell, t orbital is double dumbbell, and f orbital is fourfold dumbbell, or simply you can say that complex in nature. We cannot draw that. Next one, this one is explaining about the orientation. Orientation means how the electrons are along the x-axis or along the y, along the z-axis, along the where the electron is present. That means here orientation of orbitals. So if you observe, principal quantum number explaining about the main shell, azimuthal quantum number explaining the subshell, next magnetic quantum number explaining about the orbitals. Okay, like px orbital along the p-axis, that is called px, along the py, that is called py, along the z-axis, that is called z-axis, pz. Means where the electron is present. Suppose if you take that three axes x, y, z, where the electron is present, okay na, means along the which orbital, along the which axis is present, that can be explained. So this is about the principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and magnetic quantum number. And here some more points. Here the number of electrons in a main shell that we can be given by using the formula 2n square. N is the one principal quantum number. Suppose k shell, that is equals to first shell, that means 2 into 1 square, that is equals to 2 electrons. L cell second, that means 2 into 2 square, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 electrons. M cell 3, 2 into 3 square, 18 electrons. Fourth cell, n cell is the fourth cell, 2 into 4 square, 4 4 is 16, 16 2 is 32 electrons. Like that 10th cell we can be discussed. Okay na, 10th cell is 2 into 10 square, simply, and 2 is 100, 100 into 2, 200 electrons. Okay, so here any shell maximum number of electrons we can be calculated by using the formula 2n square. So maximum number of electrons in a main shell is 2n square. Next here also in subshell electrons in the subshell is 2 into 2l plus 1. L is the azimuthal quantum number value. So how can we find that L value? So here we can be write orbital s, p, d, f, L values are 0, 1, 2, 3. For s orbital maximum number of electrons, how can we say that? For s orbital L value is 0, that is equal to 2 into 0 plus 1, 2 into 0, 0 plus 1, 1. So 2 into 1, that is equal to 2 electrons. Next to p orbitals you can take. For p orbital L value is 1, that equals to 2 into 2l plus 1. So 2 into 1 plus 1, 2 into 1 2, 2 plus 1 3. So 2 into 3, that equals to 6 electrons. How can we say that p orbital p subshell is having the 6 electrons, d subshell having the 10 electrons? Means based on using this formula 2 into 2l plus 1, 2 into 2l plus 1, or simply we can be take the another formula also 4l plus 2. Maximum number of electrons in the subshell is 4l plus 2. L is the azimuthal quantum number value. Next here orbital, any orbital number of electrons that equals to 2, that is the according to in the electronic configuration for writing the electron configuration, we need the three rules: Aubert principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, Hund's rule, along with Euler charts. Okay, na? So in that, Pauli's exclusion principle will say that no two electrons in an atom can have the four quantum numbers same. That means of the any atom, the two electrons will not be same. Of any atom, the two electrons will not be same. Three may be same, but fourth one should be different. That one is saying that if third electron will be enters into here, then what happens? Two electrons will get the same number at quantum numbers. That's what here, according to Pauli's exclusion principle, no two electrons in an atom can have the four quantum number. That's why here any orbital will have that number of electrons are 2. Okay, don't confuse here. Suppose we can take that shell, K shell, L shell, M shell. Okay, so here nucleus K, L, M. K shell is having only one S. K is the cell, one S is the subcell. L cell is 2s and 2p. L cell containing two subcells, 2s subcell, 2p subcell. Again 2p subcell is having the three orbitals, px orbital, py orbital. Third cell is having the 3s, 3p, 3d. Means 3s subcell, 3p subcell, 3d subcell. 3s subcell is only one, 3p are 3 orbitals, 3d are having the 5. dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square and dz square. That means shells containing subcells, in the subcells orbitals, in the orbital electrons. Okay, now principal quantum number explaining about the shell, main shell. Azimuthal quantum number explaining about the subshell. Magnetic quantum number explaining about the orbitals, and spin quantum number is explaining about the spinning of electrons. That spin quantum number given by spin quantum number as introduced by Uhlenbeck and Gaudsmit. Spin quantum number given by Uhlenbeck and Gaudsmit. Uhlenbeck and Gaudsmit. It is values represented by L or S or MS. S or MS. The values are if it is a clockwise direction, the electron is spinning clockwise direction, that means revolving in this side, the value will be take plus of. If it is anti-clockwise direction, that means electron is spinning in the anti-clockwise direction, the value will be taken it as a minus of. That means this one is giving about the spinning of electrons, spinning of electron around its axis. How the planets are revolving around its own axis and revolving around the sun. Here also electrons are revolving around its own axis and then revolving around the nucleus. These are about the four quantum numbers. Based on these quantum numbers, they can ask the problems. So we can see that we have two types of the problems they can ask here, which are possible, which are not possible. So they will ask that for write the quantum numbers for the hydrogen. Atomic number of hydrogen is 1s1. So for this n, l, m, s. So here remember the quantum numbers, possible sets we can be determine, or we can be find the answer based on the first three. For the fourth one is either plus of or minus of. Okay, so if it is n value is suppose l value is maximum n minus 1, that means L, and this m value is minus L, 0 or plus L, and this one is plus of. So n value is n, if L value will be, that will be maximum n minus 1. Suppose this is the 3, the maximum value n minus 1, that means 2. So what is the n value here? Minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, any value can be considered. Minus L to plus L, I have written minus L to plus L including 0, 0 is the one of the value, and here either plus of or minus of any one value. So if it is given here equal, that is the wrong. If it is given more than this value, that also will be wrong. So now for 1s orbital hydrogen quantum numbers you can be right. For the number directly n value, that is the 1, and s orbital L value, just now I have written that s, p, d, f, L values are 0, 1, 2, 3. So s orbital 0, and m value for the s orbital is 0 and is plus of or minus of. Okay, remember here s orbital L value is 0, m value also 0, and here m value is 0 for s orbital, pz orbital, dz square and fz cubed. They lost the one bit. Among the following, which are having the zero magnetic quantum number? Zero magnetic quantum number: s, pz, dz square, fz cubed orbitals. Okay, and for second, helium atomic number 2, electronic configuration is 1s2 2s2. For first electron, second electron 1 0 0 minus of. If we take for sodium, they lost that. Write the valence electron of the quantum numbers for the valency electron of sodium. So first of all, you should know that what is the atomic number of the sodium and what is the electronic configuration and what is the valency electron. So you can write very easy. Atomic number is 11, electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1. So 1 is the k shell, 2 is the l shell, 3 is the m shell. Valence electron is 3s1. Now 3s1 means 3 is the principal quantum number, s orbital L value is 0, for s orbital m value also 0, and quantum number, spin quantum number is plus of or minus of. Plus of or minus of is a very important bit. Definitely one bit will be quantum numbers. Okay, so this is about the quantum numbers. Thank you.